They're all on the gate. They're off and running at finger lengths. It's Gold Templar from an outside post setting out for the lead. Ava's Uncle Billy flashing early speed. Solo's Fury makes it a line of three towards the inside. They're clear by 7 lengths over Tappet. Happy John, who races in fourth and shifts to the inside there suddenly, and then 4 more lengths to My Cool Hand Luke, who's at the back of the pack. A 3-pronged battle for the lead as they make the entry into the turn. Solo's Fury has the lead and the inside. Gold Templar 3 wide. Ava's Uncle Billy is in between horses, and they're still going at it with 2.5 furlongs to go. A space of about 10 lengths to Tappet. Happy John is in second last, and a half length to My Cool Hand Luke, who's at the tail of the field as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Gold Templar 3 wide. Ava's Uncle Billy's in the white blinkers, and Solo's Fury's at the fence. Still about 9 lengths back to My Cool Hand Luke in fourth. They run to the 16th pole. It's Gold Templar gets the better of the other dueling leaders. Ava's Uncle Billy and Solo's Fury. My Cool Hand Luke with late rally on the outside, but it's Gold Templar in front. My Cool Hand Luke second. Ava's Uncle Billy third. Solo's Fury fourth. 55 cents. Super $9.20. Second race at Finger Lakes. There are no changes. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta. They're all in the gate. And they're off. It's Divorced, of course, Glory Bound Clara, and Turn Up the Music, who are first, second, and third. Rochelle My Belle behind those 3 in fourth. Jessica's Race outside of her in fifth. Then it's Tomaki, and Happy Time takes up residency at the tail of the field as they circle around the first turn. Divorced, of course, has the lead. Turn Up the Music outside in second. Glory Bound Clara backs off the pace in third. Rochelle My Belle and Jessica's Race range up to the outside, a length and a half and 2 lengths off the lead, both of those two. And then it's Happy Time in second last, 5.5 lengths off the lead, and 3 lengths to the trailer, and that is Tomaki. As they race up the backstretch, Turn Up the Music on top. The lead's a half length and is off the inside. Divorced, of course, towards the rail in second. And then Jessica's Race rates in third. To the outside of Rochelle My Belle in fourth. The gray, Glory Bound Clara, punches through towards the inside in fifth. Really nowhere to go for her at this point in time. Happy Times in second last. And then 7 lengths to Tamaki, who trails the field. 3 furlongs to the winning line. Turn Up the Music, still off the inside, has the lead, doing it nicely as Jessica's Race is up into second and coming under some pressure. A gap of about 5 lengths back to Glory Bound Clara, who's up into third. Happy Time outside of her in fourth. Rochelle My Belle drops back in fifth as they reach the top of the stretch. Turn Up the Music comes off the turn, leading by 6 big lengths. Jessica's Race is all out in second. Glory Bound Clara is outside in third. They run to the 16th pole. It's Turn Up the Music turning this into a rout. Turn Up the Music's going to win comfortably in the end. Glory Bound Clara second. Jessica's Race third. Rochelle My Belle fourth. Double, $58.52. Exacta, $52.88. Trifecta, $64.20. Dime Super, $40.54. 8. And they're off. Bavarian Creme, Bustin' Roxy, I Know You Ain't Talking to Me, and it's Bustin' Roxy, and I Know You Ain't Talking to Me, who are first and second early on. Bavarian Creme now losing third to Follow Your Arrow, and the White Blinkers advancing up the rail, up into second. Second last is Kaz Music, positioned about 5.5 off the lead, and a length, now a half length to the Shoe Lady, who trails the field. As they get ready to take on the turn, Follow Your Arrow and Bustin' Roxy spar for the top spot. I Know You Ain't Talking to Me right behind the speed, and 3 wide at a half length off the lead in third. As it's Bavarian Creme in the 4-path in fourth. The Shoe Lady advances in fifth, 4 off the lead, and 2 lengths to Kaz Music, who's towards the inside of the back of the pack. They're lining up 4 across the track as they arrive at the top of the home stretch. I Know You Ain't Talking to Me. Follow Your Arrows at the fence as it's Bavarian Creme on the outside, and here comes the Shoe Lady. The Shoe Lady on the grandstand side. Kaz Music dives over towards the inside, up into third. 16th to go, and it's the Shoe Lady who snatches that lead away from I Know You Ain't Talking to Me. The Shoe Lady back to the winner's circle, defeating I Know You Ain't Talking to Me. Kaz Music third. And they're off. Almendro blazes out for the lead. Emerald Forest on the far outside. Fighter Kite tracks in third. Old Man Winter fourth. Jules in the Bay towards the inside fifth. 6.5 lengths off the lead. Length and a half back to Breaking Stones, who's out of last. Tequila now trails the field. They run to the half-mile pole. Almendro's on the point. Has a lead by a half length. Hounded by Emerald Forest outside second. Fighter Kite ridden along to keep position in third. Old Man Winter mid-pack in fourth. Breaking Stones picks up another spot in fifth. Tequila passes Jules in the Bay, who's in the seventh and trailing position. Less than 3 furlongs to go. Almendro and Emerald Forest, no change in the order, but now Emerald Forest makes his move on the outside, and Emerald Forest overhauls Almendro, who's all in to try to keep position, and they're clear by 4. Fighter Kite's up the inside in third. Old Man Winter fourth. Tequila is in fifth as they got 3/16 to go. And it's Emerald Forest who gets the better of Almendro. Emerald Forest opens up by 3 over Almendro. Fighter Kite's up the inside. Everyone else going for minor awards. It's the big favorite Emerald Forest who's clear late. Emerald Forest prevails by about 2.5. Almendro second, close for third. Fighter Kite or Old Man Winter. $2.46 the winning mutual, double $11.56, exacta $7.58, trifecta. And they're off. Slight hop at the start. Sweet Tooth Sue, she's last. We Don't Believe Her streaks out for the lead. Isle Storms on the outside. Coffee Futures two-path and reiterates at the fence. 4 fillies and mares mixing it up on the front end. They're clear by 5. Over Devileys to the outside of Gringotts, and then a length and a half to Sweet Tooth Sue, and a space of about 8 to Wine Trail, void of any early speed at the tail of the field. 3 horses pressing the pace as they make the entry into the far turn, and Isle Storm with a burst of energy going from third up into the lead. Reiterates in second. We Don't Believe Her, shuffled third. 3 lengths to Coffee Futures, and Gringotts fourth and fifth. Devileys in sixth, but 11 lengths off the lead, and Isle Storm has opened up. Isle Storm into the stretch on top by 7 lengths. Reiterates all out in second. Gringotts shaking up in third. We Don't Believe Her's in fourth. Coffee Futures outside fifth. They run to the 16th pole, and Isle Storm romping home here. Isle Storm leads by 10 over Gringotts, who's second best to a dominant winner, Isle Storm. Reiterate third, and Wine Trail fourth. They're all in the gates, and they're off. It's Rebel Empire setting out for the front end. Courageous Ola improving at the fence. Now up into second. Kegs races in third. Then 3 lengths back to Flowing River in the 4th spot to the inside of Image of Quality 5th. America's Justice 3 wide 6 and a gap of 4 back to Eric from Miami in second last, and 3 lengths to Dorothy's Happiness, who brings up the rear. Courageous Ola leads this group into the turn. The leads 2 lengths. Rebel Empire second. Flowing River improving on the outside up into third. Kegs towards the inside in fourth. 2 lengths back to America's Justice, the outside of Image of Quality. And then 3 lengths to Dorothy's Happiness, who shows some signs of life from the back. And at the tail, Eric from Miami as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Rebel Empire, Courageous Ola. Flowing River is 3 wide. Kegs will try to split horses. America's Justice on the outside, and Dorothy's Happiness on the grandstand side. We got about, 6 chances here? 16th to go. It's Rebel Empire, Flowing River, Kegs at the inside, Kegs with the lead, Kegs with the win, defeating Flowing River. Then it was 53 cents. 7th race from Finger Lakes, scratch number 1, I Love Cara, and number 7, Free Folk. Exacta, trifecta, superfecta, daily double. They're all in the gate. And they're off. Clean dispatch. It's Dracula who's bounding out for the front end. Good as he gets towards his inside. Bon Chance towards the fence. 1 lap to go. And it's Dracula who has the lead over Good as he gets. And Bon Chance second and third. Tap It Easy outside in fourth. Dancing with Jake's in second last. And a length and a half to Skellig Island, who's at the back of the pack. Controlled pace in the front end being set by Dracula. Dracula has a lead by a length Over Good as He Gets, who's on the outside in second. Bone Chance races in third. Tap It Easy picks up a spot in fourth. Dance with Jake in between horses in fifth. About 4.5 off the lead and a space of 2 lengths to Skellig Island in the sixth and trailing position. The opening half in 48 2/5. It's Dracula, who leads by almost 2. Over Good as He Gets, who rates on the outside second. Dancing with Jake and Tap It Easy third and fourth. Then 4 lengths to Skellig Island, and Bon Chance has dropped back to the tail of the field. As they make the entry into the far turn, Dracula on top by a length and a half. Over Good as He Gets, being asked the question to go after Dracula in second. Tap It Easy races in third. Skellig Island passes Dancing with Jake and 5 lengths to Bon Chance, who trails the field as they arrive at the top of the stretch, and it's Dracula who's the one to catch in the front end. Good as He Gets is on the outside second. Skellig Island draws closer third, about 2.5, 3 lengths off the lead. They got 1 furlong to go. Dracula shaking up. Good as He Gets on the outside, challenging second, and Skellig Island up the inside third. 16th to go. Good as He Gets overhauls Dracula at about the 16th pole, and it's Good as He Gets who prevails over Dracula. Skellig Island was third. Tap It Easy fourth. Number 3, She's a Wild Joker. Scratch number 8, Beauty's Bangles. Scratch number 12, Mommy Joe Dreams. You can flip-flop the jockeys on the 5 and the 7. And they're off. Looks like a great start. It's Small Pebbles setting out for the front end. Florida Flower has more early speed. Play Good, Pay Good, Queen's Cat are in the vanguard as they sort themselves out. Play Good, Pay Good, Queen's Cat first and second. Florida Flower outside third. Small Pebbles tracks in fourth, a length and a half back to Spiritual Lady in fifth to the inside of Red Wine and Whiskey, and 2 lengths to Fields of Green, who's at the back of the pack. Queen's Cat into the turn has a lead by half length over Play Good, Pay Good, prompting outside second. Florida Flower committed to go 3 wide third as it's Small Pebbles shaken up in fourth. Spiritual Lady in fifth, 4 lengths off the lead. Then it's Red Wine and Whiskey, and Fields of Green will try to negotiate. Traffic seems to have a little bit of run at the back of the pack. As they turn themselves into the stretch, Queen's Cat set down for the drive. Florida Flower is in second. Fields of Green able to split rivals, and Spiritual Lady closing it on the far outside. Queen's Cat, Florida Flower, Spiritual Lady, Fields of Green in between horses. It's Florida Flower and Spiritual Lady. Florida Flower wins over Spiritual Lady, close for third. Exacta $83.26, trifecta $48.50, dime super $58.10. Ninth and final from Finger Lakes. There are no changes. And they're off. It's Grab the Glory who sprints out for the front end. Ace up her sleeve, second. Awesome Roberta outside third. And then it's Red Butterfly, Green Cap in fourth. Followed up next by Dashing Della in mid-pack as it's La Indecente towards the inside, 8 lengths off the lead. Followed up next by 5 to 2 is in between horses. Kitty Tintin 3 wide, and 6 lengths to Fauve, who's at the tail of the field. 3 furlongs to go. Grab the Glory on top. The lead's a length and a half. Red Butterfly outside in second. Ace up her sleeve. White Bridle in third, closing in 2 lengths off the lead. It's Dashing Della's very wide on the course. Awesome Roberta drops back, and then it's 5 to 2 at La Indecente. Kitty Tintin goes wide for the stretch drive as they turn into the stretch. Red Butterfly taken on by Ace up her sleeve, and these two clash for lead with 1 furlong to go. La Indecente 5 to 2, and Kitty Tintin third, fourth, and fifth. A struggle between Ace up her sleeve and Red Butterfly. Ace up her sleeve gets the upper hand late for the win, defeating Red Butterfly. Close for third, La Indecente 7 cents. Consolation pick 3, $3.15. Pick 4, 4 of 4, $166.88. Pick 5, 5 of 5, $531.88. Ninth race in the books for a Tuesday. Next live racing date tomorrow, Wednesday. First post for the 9-race card, 1 p.m. Programs are available for download at fingerlakesgaming.com. But for today, from high atop the roof here at Finger Lakes Gaming and Track, this is your track announcer, Bill Downs, signing off. Have a tremendous evening.